here we go. Got some playoff matchup to discuss. Obviously, it's not the Detroit Lions. Got that championship game NFC we going to be talking about. We got those Tampa Bay Buccaneers flying in to go play those Green Bay Packers. What can I say? It's been a long journey for both teams. Well, I'd probably say it's been more up and down for Tampa. They started off the season a little bit slow. And then they had some skyrocketed at some points and then had some low points, specifically when they played the Saints. But they were able to knock them off last night. They make it to all the way to go play Green Bay for this NFC title game. And on the flip side, Green Bay, from start to finish, I think they had a really well season. They didn't really have too many stumps in the road outside of playing Tampa, which was probably their worst loss of the season. So they get this team again, and they're at home for that title game. I don't know how many fans will be in the stadium, so that could definitely play a factor. As far as this matchup, it's one of the few matchups where I could be like, yeah, I'm actually excited for this one. Even if it had been the Saints and Packers, that still would have been an exciting matchup. I think Green Bay being at home definitely gives them an advantage. I'm not sure what the weather. I think the weather is supposed to be like the mid-20s, low 30s, something like that. We'll see how that goes with the wind and all that stuff. That definitely could play a factor, and I think you're going to see both teams trying to establish the run. And we know both teams can do it. They have the running backs to do it, and, setting up the play action. You've got Antonio Brown, Mike Evans on one side, and then on the flip side, you've got Devontae Adams who can work out of the play action, and then Lazard as well. You've got weapons all over the place stemming from their running backs, receivers, even the tight ends making some plays, not only catching the ball but blocking for the running backs as well. So this is definitely one of those games where there's going to be a lot that can go on in this game. As for how I see this game playing out, like I said, I believe both teams offensively will try and establish the run. I think it's going to come down to the defenses ultimately, from the standpoint, because we know Green Bay definitely has some pass rushers who can get to the quarterback, and on the flip side, we know Tampa can do the same. But I think which secondary can make the most plays is who's going to win this game. Who's gonna get that crucial turnover or turnovers? Because we saw the first time around when these two teams played, Green Bay got to that I think it was a 14-3 lead. They were looking well, and then the interception ran back for a touchdown by Aaron Rodgers. That's where the game kind of tilted and momentum just shifted all the way to Tampa, and then they ran away with it from there. But like I said, this is a different game. We saw Tampa losing to the Saints, getting blown out twice, and then finally getting them in the playoffs. They played a good game, but how I see this playing out, I don't see this game playing out like last time. I don't think anybody's... I don't know if it's going to be close. It's just going to be dependent on which offense really takes charge and what secondary is doing good. And it's kind of hard for me to see who... I don't have a definitive answer on who I really feel is going to be win this game. I think it's going to be one of those that it's going to be fun to watch, and I think a lot could happen. I do feel one team could blow out the other team. I could actually see Green Bay blowing out Tampa in this game. I've seen Tampa Bay at times look really suspect on offense, and then on the defensive side, they've struggled stopping the pass game. So I could see Tampa getting blown out. But we saw what Tampa did to Green Bay earlier in the game, so it's not a stretch to say that Tampa comes in, blows Green Bay out. It's kind of like last year when the Green Bay Packers played the 49ers in the regular season. They got manhandled, and then the playoffs rolled around, and they got manhandled again. It was basically the sequel, but the same story. But with that, I think the 49ers really dominated the Packers in a different kind of way. I don't see it playing out like this. I don't think the Tampa defense is as dominant or as much of a bad matchup for Green Bay as the Niners were last year. I don't think Tampa is as much of a threat to Green Bay's offense in stopping them like how the 49ers were. Mind you, they are still a great defense. I just don't think it's on that level as far as matchup-wise that's going to really slow Green Bay in the way that the 49ers did, getting pressure and, the things they did in the secondary, especially up front, because that's where they really made their money, stopping the run game and getting to Aaron Rodgers at the same time. As for who I have winning this game, like I said, I feel it can go either way, but when it comes to that kind of decision, where I'm not sure where this game could go, I could see either team blowing the other team out. It could be close, but with the uncertainty of this, I got to go with the home team. I know I'm a Lions fan, and as much I do hate the Packers a little bit, but I do respect them. I respect that they're able to put out great teams a year in and year out, and something my team is unable to do. But I'm gonna take Green Bay. Being at home, I think Aaron Rodgers gets to his second Super Bowl, and we'll see how it goes from there. Like I said, it could go either way, but I'm gonna give me Green Bay in this one. Let me know your thoughts, Green Bay fans, Tampa Bay Buccaneer fans. What you guys think is gonna happen? How do you see this game playing out? Do you think we're gonna get a repeat of the first game of this year? You think the Packers will flip the script and maybe blow these guys out, or you think we're gonna have a close clutch game right down to the wire? Having our heartbeats and Packer fans and Tampa fans, you know, having that heart medication right by their side with a little bit of water. I'm hoping it's going to be a good game. I love to see some great playoff football game, and we'll see how it goes. And let me know your thoughts, and I'll catch you guys next week.